Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. It's randomizer day. We're gonna go, fairly standard stuff here. I think everything's selected. I've added the new Gleppo egos, and that's the only changes made since last time. Let's just give it a spin, shall we? Request, always take the path that maximizes risky encounters. Simple enough. Rupture ego gifts. Pretty solid team all in all, it seems. The only people we can actually make use of the Rupture are you two. Yeah, we don't really have any sort of, primary focus looking at the status effects. We got a lot of random egos and stuff, that's for sure. We have a lot of Vovs, I've noticed. All 5 of the people on this team that have Vovs randomly rolled them, so that's pretty funny. But yeah, give me a second to build this team, and then we will get straight into the run. Alright, the team has been assembled. We've gotten everything, set up. So I think we are about ready. Let's see, so floor 1, a lot of fifth slot options, so a lot of rightmost on floor 1, simple enough. Easy enough floor, the first TLA one. So we need to maximize risky encounters, or elite encounters as they've been renamed to with Mirror Dungeon 4. I just didn't rename the pre-script. Oh, well, you're nice to see, that's for sure. If we could pass you, that is, you'd be nice to see. 2 heads. Oh, really? Okay, I'll take it. I'm kind of surprised that worked as well as it did. That's for sure. Let's see. So the team order is you. Got the egos here selected. I'm using a weird team, set up so that everyone I'm not using doesn't have any egos equipped. Might as well instead of, ruining my normal lunch, right? But yeah, prescript, basically means we won't have very much choice when it comes to traveling the paths, right? It shouldn't be too bad. For Rupture gifts, we've got Barb Snare, Fluorescent Lamp. I just like the combo law. We'll get Fluorescent Lamp plus, because then enemies are basically always going to have Rupture, especially if we go for, Standard Duty Battery or something. So we'll just always be able to gain a bunch of random buffs every turn, which is nice. I like it. It's a silly strat, but it works out. Also, because we're going for Rupture, we might just randomly get, Thrill as, a floor reward or something. Although we can't choose which floor we go to, so there's a decent chance we see Thrill on, a different floor, and then we just don't get to go to that floor. Not that we really need Thrill, but, it is very good at exploding enemies. Especially when, our 2 Tremor units on this team aren't very good for Tremors. You're especially not good for Tremor. You're at least, fine, but you're not really good. You've got a lot of coins on some of your attacks. Your skill 3 is pretty decent for bursting Rupture, right? But you're just really bad at Rupture count. And also, even with Thunder Branch, most of your coins don't have Rupture on them. So you're still, net negative with Thunder Branch, usually. From my experience, I don't know. I haven't used Dead Rabbit's Merceau a lot. I wish he was better. I like his, I like his drip and stuff, he looks pretty cool. But on the other hand, he's not very good. So it's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? Nice. Dealing with these funny robots, getting our sanity up. It is still so funny when we get, the it's roughly 25% chance that we got past the golden grip check, right? Because you need to get 2 heads out of 2 at neutral sanity. So LCCB Ryoshu really did carry us there, huh? It's nice to get early. It just means we're gonna get a bunch more cost this run because we passed it. We also gained, 50 free cost then and there on top of that fact, so it works out. Yeah, we'll do something like this. Simple enough. Like I said before, no elites on this floor, so we can just ignore the prescript for now. It'll be relevant in time. Once we get to basically any other floor. Backing. Which does this do? Max HP gains defensive skill bonfire. Awesome. Good to know. One of those support passives that does basically nothing most of the time. I like the idea of stacking support passives that just buff like defensive power or something, and then like going for like evasion shenanigans, but issue of course is it's kind of hard to do evasion shenanigans with a passive that requires lust resonance, right? It's doable, don't get me wrong, but mainly only by, you know, lust defensive skills, I guess. Which there is some of. Right? Like, just random stuff here and there. I don't know. Most support passives are just kind of like that in general, though. Like, cool, but you're really not very helpful. Right? Nice. Getting a bunch of kills. We'll upgrade, we'll upgrade the fluorescent lamp to ++ and the rest up, I believe. Just because then we get even more buffs. It's funny. It's a nice thing to do. None of the Rupture starting gifts are particularly great for it. Rupture is super reliant on its tier 3s, and its tier 1s and 2s can be nice, but really aren't that important, so Rupture is just one of those aspects that just was kind of doomed with getting some tier 2s to start out with. Compared to, you know, Bleed, which gets Wound Declared for free, which is still so insane. Could have been more insane. At least they didn't... It's a good thing they didn't put Nebulizer for Poise, because that would have been stupid. Fluorescent Lamp. So yeah, now we get even more damage up and haste up and stuff like that. For enemies with Rupture. Which I should have decently. Right? Right. Okay, Nico time. He's not too bad. Because we don't have everyone in High Sandy, we still have some risky clashes here and there. Which is fine, I think. Come on. Okay, there we go. Heathcliff managed to pull through, and he got a lot of sand from that clash because of how long it went on for. Umersa won his clash. Good stuff. And you can just thwack Nico a little bit. Cool. Yeah, now we're not having any risky clashes whatsoever because everyone's Sandy's doing very well now. Slash resist, if Blink Thrust isn't too good, that's fine. We'll live with it. Eviscerate does a lot of damage to this poor Saf, thanks to them being Pierce weak. Cool, this should stagger Nico. Yeah. Nice. So we should just be able to kill everyone this turn without too much of a hassle. Yeah, there we go. But since like everyone is a max sand now, I don't know if everyone is, but I assume mostly everyone is, right? There we go, nice. That's a win. What do we want here? Green Spirit's not a bad idea. Could make some use of Tremor Decay. Yeah, we'll take it. Random Rupture gift? No, I'll just take a random gift. Torn Bandolier. Buffs Pierce at least. Okay, floors. Once again, this one's gonna be 4th floor, and then everything beyond this point is gonna be the 5th floor options. Alright, simple enough. Could get the main. How much lust do we have? We got a decent bit of lust, right? Might actually be a run where we can make decent use of the main. Guess we'll see. Murr's Fortune. Let's give Mercer another skill 3, why not? Be a little bit zany. I have to check to make sure we didn't have any reason to get that. Oh, Carmela, cool. Alright, that'll work. Spend all of our costs to get some decent EO gifts. Some of which will help us, some of which won't. Okay, here's where the prescript comes into play. Always take the path that maximizes risky encounters. One risky on this floor, this path, so we gotta take it. Those are the rules. And like, it's not gonna be too bad. Is it just... Is Guido a risky encounter? No, it's just random N-Corp guys, okay. I know Guido isn't a risky encounter on, like, I forgot to check Lust, but, like, you have Lust, you have Lust, you have Lust, you have Lust, so that's 4 out of 6 team, yeah. Bloody Mane isn't a bad idea, because that's the Crawling Inquisitor Ego gift, and you can get it on this floor, and it's one of our options for clearing the floor, so we might as well take it. It gives us buffs depending on whether or not we got hit last turn, I think. I think it's more or less the exact same as the one from the Kanto 3 dungeon. If you don't remember the one from the Kanto 3 dungeon, I don't blame you. But it just buffs people's Lust skills in like a fairly decent way, so it works out. Relentless, nice. Gonna make a lot of use of that Relentless since you've got an extra one of those in your deck. Or not deck. What's the term they use? Your I guess just your dashboard. The dashboard's like the part of the bottom, the skill set. Whatever the terminology is. I'm still not very, you know, attentive towards specific terminology stuff, right? Bit of a something I just don't care too much about. I'll call them whatever makes the most sense to me. I'll mix up speed dice and skill slots because, like, they're the exact same thing, basically, just in different games. Well, I'll take Sticky Mock. We got some Pierce, we got some Gluttony. Yeah, some Gluttony, and yeah, we've got some Pierce. Yeah, not a lot, but defense level down is nice, right? Also, it's synergizes well with the fact we're going to be going for potential Tremor Decay shenanigans with Heathcliff. You need to get to the point where you can actually inflict Tremor onto enemies, though, which is unlikely unless we manage to get, like... Let's manage to get, like, Downpour. I think that's the only thing that could actually, like, make us able to get Tremor stacking decently. Because we just don't have a lot. There's not a lot that will make us inflict more Tremor without, you know, having Tremor on our skills. Sticky Muck is nice, but it only works when you inflict Tremor when you use a Gluttony skill, so... Not exactly the most common thing on our team. Nice. Oh yeah, we got the funny teaser for, next week's 3-star, the event 3-star, the, Honglu T-Corp detective guy. We'll have to see what the actual name is, because it's definitely someone who works directly for T-Corp based on, like, the weapon stuff. He's got, like, a clockwork scythe, which is very funny, that's for sure. But it's definitely different from the T-Corp collectors we saw in Kanto 4, because those guys had, like, pickaxey things, pickaxey gun things. They were weird. I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be similar. Hong is probably going to be charged Tremor. With, you know, some unique status effects or something. But, like, charge definitely. Tremor, it feels likely. Tremor just makes sense for T-Corp as a whole, right? Who knows, maybe it'll be, you know, actually end up being, like, charge poise or something. Shh. It'll definitely be silly. We should get, like, an actual, like, charge poise unit one day. Because it sounds super stupid, but, like, imagine a unique status effect that counted as both poise and charge and was basically both of them at the same time. Like, whenever they gain charge or poise, it turns into, like, the charge poise hybrid status effect, whatever it would be. And so, like, they can spend it to buff their skills, or they can save it to actually land crits. And the goal is to get, like, a middle ground. I don't know, I think that could be funny. Oh, snakes. That's not too bad. Do a little bit of that. Someone's gonna need to beat you. Okay, you're able to do that. Good enough. A Zealous Purge. Oh no, you got a Clash Wind for this one. Oh, that's fine. Do this instead. That one also is Clash Wind conditional, but yeah. So, also, something to mention is the game plan for N-Corp Rodion is a really simple one. But, like, she's definitely got an intended gimmick with her. That's to use her skill 2 one turn, then skill 3 the next. Skill 2, if you clash win with it, you gain Fanatic next turn. And skill 3 gets, like, a 15% damage buff or something relatively minimal if you have Fanatic. So it just works out well. Even if we're not going to gain, like, the skill power for Fanatic. Because, actually, no, that's one Nail's next turn. It's not same turn Nail. So you will have a next turn. So we do actually gain the Fanatic buffs. Don't know why Execution Sentencing there, of all places. Not exactly the best move on my part, huh? Well, it's fine. Do something like that, sure. That'll work. 3 on both of these. Ignore the small guy since he's just defending this turn. No real reason to care about him. We can just focus the big guy. Looks like we're taking down your right arm, so that's nice. Left arm still need to take a little bit more damage before you get even staggered, so we'll see. I feel like the rest might be able to do decently here. I guess we don't have enough poise for it to be great. Okay, you will get staggered by Heathcliff, though. So that's nice. Right arm, nice. Or not Heathcliff, I meant to say Merso. I got mixed up because there's Dead Rabbit's, Merso, who mentally is basically Heathcliff. Do you get staggered by the burn, I assume? Alright. I mean, I guess it happens. Sometimes you get staggered by the burn. And those are words to live by, I guess. Yeah, fairly easy to get both of these guys to weakened positions here. Okay, nice. Now we've got a lot of poise on our, or poison, I mean to say, on our people. Should be fine though. Let's eviscerate the small guy, and just everyone else is gonna be on big guy duty. God, our speed is so good here. Lantern especially, or Fluorescent Lamp helps out especially with that, just being haste for everyone basically always. Because at least 3 procs of Lamp happen every turn, regardless of Rupture on enemies. The enemies had a little bit of Rupture, so it paid off. I'm usually not a big fan of EU gifts that relate to status effects but don't actively help the status effect. Stuff that, like, buffs you for inflicting the status effect. Like, for example, like, what's a good example of one I don't particularly like? Oh, the one we have right now, the red whatever. Red Order. Red Order, you know, buffs you for using sinking skills and stuff. I don't really care for it too much. I'd rather have something that just does sinking, right? But I really like Fluorescent Lamp, because these are pretty notable buffs. They're pretty easy to trigger, even if you're not focusing super hard on Rupture. It's just a nice example of it. We can also auto-damage you and you'll die. Yeah, 91 damage with the skill 2 alone, 51 with that skill 1. You've got 5 fragile right now, so you're just taking a bunch of damage. We still have to hit a couple times before you die, but you do go down. Easy enough. And now we can get the main. Yeah, Blood Red main. With Wrath or Lost Affinity skills. Oh, I didn't even realize Wrath also factored in. Does that help us? It actually makes it so it hits Yisong as well, huh? You did not take damage, gain haste and defense power up. Or if you did take damage, gain bind and clash power up. It's cool. We'll take it. It's not really something I think I've made use of, like, ever. But it's good to see it, you know, come into play. Lore, rightmost, of course. We can get Thunder Branch here, so that's something. Emotional Judgment. This is such an odd floor. Yeah, Envy Weaken. It's just those 2 freaks. Shh. That's fine, of course. Not that big of a deal. Okay. Precept time, request. We're gonna need to go for you. I mean, I probably would have either way. It just seems kind of beneficial, right? Enhancement time. I'll take Carmella upgrades, why not? I'll also take Green Spirit upgrades, why not? Oh, nice. We got 2 refreshes there. Ornamental Horseshoe plus, because if we get Nebulizer, this will be really good for us. We'd need to get Nebulizers, though. Wisdom is the most likely. Pure skills deal more damage, and not the biggest benefit. I'll just save the rest of my cost, honestly. We got a stupid amount of free refreshes there. And I think I should just take it and run. Yeah. Except that I'm goated and move on using that knowledge to my advantage. Ooh. A little bit scary. You guys are close to being staggered, and this is normal, so it's not that scary. If it was hard, I'd be a bit more worried of these guys. Also, it's the male ones that are more annoying usually. I think the female ones are also annoying, but aren't as bad. I think? I don't remember. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Yeah, they're all staggered. Kermail helps out a lot for that, making them, you know, pretty easy to stagger, but we should be able to finish most of them off here. We've got some decent attacks going through. Relentless kills that guy. Frontal Assault kill. Ironclad Retribution kills. They don't all die here, but is there only one left? Oh, there's two left. Okay, cool. Well, these two both die. Blink Thrust kills pretty easily. They're weak to Slash, but that's not even... It would kill even if they weren't attack kills. Cool. Victory. So yeah, now we've dealt with our prescript for another floor. 4-leaf clover. Don't mind if I do. Random poison energy time. How good is the... I don't remember. I don't really want to fight you. You know what, I'll do it. Give me Clockwork Spring. More Tremor could be funny. I don't do these fights a lot because, like, I find them pretty boring most of the time. But, you know, I don't fight Steam Transfer Machine too much. I'm probably gonna regret it because I don't like this guy. But, sometimes you just gotta live a little, right? And sometimes your idea of living a little might just be fighting an annoying boss. Is it a weird one? Yeah. Aw, oh, darn. We lost the Eviscerate. That's fine. Stagger you, yep. Simple enough. We don't have any Tremor count on this guy, though, so, goodbye, 30 Tremor. That's really unfortunate. That's fine. Got the Eviscerate now. Do I want to do it, though, or do I want to try stacking? Let's see. Here's the question. Can Green Spirit hit a broken part? I'm gonna hope not, and I'm gonna go for this. And next turn... Yeah, next turn we might be able to get a decent Execution Sentencing off. If I play my cards right. We'll wait on it, though, just for safety, but... Next turn, maybe. Get a bunch of defense level down, which should help out. It means they're gonna take more damage, which sounds pretty good to me. Did Green Spirit not trigger? Why did it... Or did it go entirely for the other part? You only have one Tremor... Okay. Oh, it doesn't work against staggered targets, that's right. I forgot about that entirely. Kind of a weird criteria, though. I don't really blame myself for forgetting about that. Well, we're not going to be able to get the Execution Sentencing funny off on you. Unfortunately, so... I could save it again, but we're not going to be able to do it next turn either, so I'm just going to go for the attack. Just do the damage. This is going to be a bit of a long fight, but we're going to be winning it, right? That's the part that matters. We win clashes. This fight probably extends the run by like 5 minutes or something. That's okay. The burn damage is also decent. I think the fact it's not affected by resistances or anything lame like that, so that helps. Or we can just do this. Sure, I'll go for that. Might as well go for the neutral, right? Like, you know, maybe it'll go horribly wrong, but that's fine. You're at 99 burns, so you're guaranteed to die in at least 5 turns, but I don't think it'll take quite that long, right? Okay, yeah. 306 HP. You're only looking for 3 attacks this turn. So that's simple enough. Do a bit of that. And we should be fine. If we do enough damage here, you die to burn. Relentless is actually going to be doing a fair bit for us here. Once again, something that's fairly surprising, but... it's a 4-coin attack, so it's nice. It also inflicts some tremor. The enemy didn't have tremor count, though, so it doesn't matter. Okay, you don't quite die to the... Okay. You don't quite die to the burn here, but you're going to be fairly close. So it's nice, at least. We'll try that. You're probably going to be dead by that point already, so I don't think we need to focus on clashing everything. Better safe than sorry, though. And yeah, the Relentless gets the kill here. Can easily do 17 damage. Okay. Wasn't too bad, so we get a little bit more tremor stuff now. Potentially can actually make use of Ufi Heathcliff. Keyword... potentially. Yeah, Clockwork Spring... I see. I didn't remember what it did, and, Yeah, it only hits you two. You're number 6, so you can't gain the benefit. I forgot about that part. Oh well. I took a risk fighting that guy, and, it didn't pay off whatsoever. Oh, you. Interesting. You're already about to get staggered, though, so I'm not too concerned. Yeah. These guys are all... The stagger thresholds seem to be at, like... But, like, 69% or something. Like, the smallest flick could stagger them here. Oh yeah, the actual, leader person is dead. It's fairly convenient. Some strong attacks, finish the job, stuff like that, cool. Intergate Elbow Strike, yeah, definitely gets the kill. Relentless definitely gets the kill. Rhodium probably just gets 2 kills as well, right? Because Ironclad Retribution gets the damage off, it does a lot of damage. And then the other enemy's low enough that I think your skill 2 can probably just kill, right? Yeah. Only needing a single coin as well. Pretty easy. It's funny how the actual Ufi ring leader person can show up in normal fights, though. I would have thought that would be like an elite encounter type enemy. Guess not, though. I guess it wasn't like the fancy version. One where it's like a folks encounter. Not that big of a deal. Sure. Don't need the charge gift, so we'll just take this and go. Blue Zippo lighter, then it's boss time. Okay. You deal with the counter. You can handle it well enough. I'd like to get that guy's instincts down. Save the execution sentencing, because this inflicts tremor count, cool. We'll try something like that. Alright. Intense Blaze, we actually did get to trigger Ishmael's passive there. It's not going to do very much for us, just being completely honest, though, because, well, the enemy needs to have burn count. At least Ishmael's passive works, though. Funny that it's still very funny that it didn't work for the longest time. I might consider legerdemaining for more tremoring, huh? Not actually a bad idea, and that's also tremor, so we'll actually make use of the tremor a little bit. Let me reread. Is it on a hit? Hitting a non-staggered enemy. Okay. That's pretty convenient then, because it's going to hit all of them. It's going to inflict some tremor. Oh, we'll need to adjust this a wee bit. Just do it like this, yeah. We want to clash with you, I think. Cool. You're going to hit all the counters, which is a little scary, but you'll be fine. I believe in you. Yeah, it's funny Legger to main. What's the worst that can happen? It's also the Tremor Burst is going to be like, what, 20 or something, so that's decent. It could stagger one of these guys. It did stagger one of them. I think the big guy, which is convenient. Big guy also gets execution sentencing here, so enjoy your Tremor Decay. We finally got Tremor Decay to trigger, let's go. That's peak. And you're not staggered yet, but like, you're close enough. Everyone else is staggered here, so yeah. Try something like that, maybe, sure. I wasn't really paying much attention. I think I went a little too far in on the bottom guy and maybe not enough on the top left guy. Might be a misplay on my part, I guess we'll see. Yeah, because Eviscerate kills, right? Oh, not if you get 2 tails. Oh yeah, you're... Oh no, even if you get 2 tails. Huh. Well, Final Warning finishes the job. It doesn't actually. Whoopsies. Flank Thrust finishes the job though, and everyone else can focus the guy in the back, and that'll work. Yeah, look at that. We love purple Tremor. We love red Tremor. They're wholesome. And that's another victory. Cool. On to the final floor we go. And we get our Thunder Branch here. Not going to do much of anything for us, but it's still funny, so we'll roll with it. Might give me a random ego gift. And yeah, final floor, we're going rightmost here, so charge floor it is. Good enough for me. Shouldn't be too bad, the charge floor isn't that scary. And yep, once again, final prescript time. We're going to need to focus on going for you, which, once again, it's simple enough to do. You another skill 3, and I don't mind if I do. Talisman Bundle's more Rupture, I'll take that. Coffee and Cranes, we don't need resources. Doesn't do that much. What am I looking for here? That's the question. Let's keyword refresh poise. Yeah, not really great. Yeah, I'll just save my 200 cost. Change of skill someone at the end of this floor. Oh, Centipede, I believe. I mean, the options are... Yeah. It took me a second to choose my option there because I was like, oh, we could trigger the passive here, but then I remembered passive is going to do like nothing for us unless the enemy actually has burn count, which they're not going to in time. So yeah. Best just go for a Relentless. Funny skill 3, go Bear. 6 HP, you die to burn, cool. And these guys are all staggered. Alright. There we go. Very easy fight, but once again, not really shocking. We need more, like, normal enemies that have varying status effects, because why are we fighting bug people on the charge floor, right? Like, doesn't that strike you as being a little bit odd? Oh, Centipede, funny to see you here. This also means that enemies can never run out of Rupture now, so that's pretty cool. Means we're guaranteed to get the maximum potential usage out of fluorescent lamp basically every turn. Wrathy boys. Alright, simple enough.
저번처럼 소매 단추를 달랑거리는 채로 제압하는 직원이 보여서는
Roll with that. They're weak to blunt and lust, so that sort of stuff is our biggest friend here. Heal turn is resisted, so still staggers, I guess. That's the important part. Red Kick was a favorite, so it was a little bit of a risky clash, but it paid off, so that's good. You're weak to Gloom as well. Gloom, Lust, Blunt is you guys' weaknesses, so simple enough. Relentless is pretty nice because it's blunt. And Eviscerate is pretty nice because it's Lust. Works out very simply. It might just kill here, honestly. Yeah. Nice. So the big guy's already out of our, hands. So we just double up each one and they might all die here. Top right might survive, but the others I think are guaranteed to die no matter what, because the Relentless does a lot of damage and Eviscerate does a lot of damage. Yeah, so only top right left. And if we get all heads here and get random crits and stuff, yeah, we're set. Nothing to worry about. Cool. Easy enough back into a fight. Painkiller, definitely. Night Vision does nothing for us. Painkiller is also likely going to do nothing for us, so it is what it is, right? Okay. This is the elite encounter. Nice charge floor enemies, after all. Alright, we haven't needed to ego before this point, so I'm not going to feel bad about using some ego. Yeah, something like that. Good enough for me. Well, we'll do a lot of damage here, especially that Sun Shower, because they're Pierce weak. I would have Blind Obsession too, but I didn't really need to since Ishmael had a decent enough clash already, so I figured might as well just let her deal with that. Yeah, Ishmael managed to, deflect the javelin with her bare hands. Okay. Yisong managed to not deflect the javelin with an entire ego, so I guess that's my bad, I guess. What I get for underestimating, Pequod down. Tails on Random Shank, that's fine. Does decent damage. Nice. Okay. Quick jobs. This is a Protect the Town. Yeah, that does not beat Protect the Town. The game is lying to you, buddy. Rodion, buddy. Just what is cast instead? It should be fine. Even Tails would have been fine there, yeah, so that's cool. We'll do a lot of damage, but it'll stagger, so that's good enough. Okay. And yeah, you're gonna want to clash with this turn, so yeah, all the enemies die this turn. Good stuff. Actually, that is a Protect the Town we are clashing against. Okay, we're fine. Because because it's normal, it's not rolling stupidly high. It still rolls fairly high. Both Protect the Town and Javelin are nuisances. Protect the Town because it's like a 4-coin negative, it always lies to you and it can do a lot of damage if you're not careful. And Javelin just rolls stupidly high. You saw the Javelin beating the Sun Shower Clash earlier. Oh, Pinpoint Logic Circuit, that's more burn. Cool. Cigarette Holder, Poison Synergy, I'll take it. Also, we've gotten every single risky encounter, so the prescript has been fulfilled. I'll remove it from the screen now. Oh, T-Corp guys, funny to see you guys. But yeah, you can see here, these guys have like a pickaxe type weapon. It's also like, they've also got like the gun in their other hand. But then like, if you look at the Hong Lu one, you can kind of see, it's similar looking, although it's only got like one side. It's more so of a scythe type thing. And of course, Hong Lu isn't going to be a collector, he's going to be some sort of detective instead. We'll just see what his name is when the time comes on Friday. Right. I'll risk the unrelenting. What's the one? A little bit of gambling never hurt anyone. It probably hurt the people that these guys were collecting the debts from, though, actually, huh? Maybe these guys were collecting off of someone who, you know, took a trip to J-Corp, gambled all their money away, and, didn't pay their taxes, right? Could be happening. I mean, managed to inflict tremor decay there, that's pretty cool. The guy died, so, didn't really help out that much, but cool that you got it off, right? And you die here. Yep. Stagger with flank thrust, and also just straight up kill with flank thrust. Good stuff. That was the last normal fight, so now on to the final onslaught of random events and stuff. The event... Homer, sure. I'll take it. That's a little bit of healing before the final boss, I guess. Or we could sell it if I wanted to, but I don't really see that big of a need. Get you another flank thrust, cool. Probably should have re-rolled for... Yeah. Could have re-rolled for Heathcliff, probably. Give me Nebulizer, though, for the bit. We'll sell Homebird. We'll sell Zippo later. I'm gonna upgrade Nebulizer. Otherwise, I think we're already set. Maybe I could have sold more stuff, upgraded some more stuff, but this will be good enough. Oh, nice. That's convenient. I'll upgrade Pendant thanks to that. Oh, nice. That was convenient. I'll upgrade Nixie Divergence for that. Sure thing. I'll take it. Well, boss time. And it sure is Centipede. Not too bad. We don't get a funny tremor shenaniganery for a little bit, that's fine. Red kick, we don't get burn count then. Eh, that's unfortunate. I think the play is just going to be attack this guy though, right? I think so. Yeah, because we don't have a way to inflict burn count. I'm pretty sure the only ego that inflicts burn count is Dawn's Stew, which we obviously don't have because we don't have Dawn. Right. So we're just going to have to live without burn count this first turn. It means that we can't stack our burn to funny degrees, which is unfortunate. Because we're going to inflict a lot of burn potency, but it just won't matter. Yeah, this is also a bunch of burn. Yeah, you would have had 70 burn next turn if not for the fact that Ishmael only drew a skill 1 and couldn't inflict any burn count. You got a skill 2 here though, so that's good. And funny counterpoint moment, but who says that we want to clash against you? Don't think I've ever said anything like that. This does mean the other part's gonna get a free attack on us, but we can stagger the body here pretty easily, I think. If this already gets a little bit of damage increase, because there is a little bit of rupture on the target. It didn't last for super long, but it lasted for a little bit. Also, super good for inflicting defense level down, so that's nice. I should have checked, actually. Do we get a skill 3 in Heathcliff next turn? Because if so, that would be funny. Okay, yeah, you get a little bit of self-charge. Only 1, though, right? You'll gain more here. That's fine. Yeah, we're not getting a skill 3 for Heathcliff this entire fight, I don't think. Based on what seems to be going on. We will clash against you, though. Right, might as well. Since you'll get a little bit less self-charge if we clash, and I don't think we can kill you this turn, unfortunately, but next turn it should be fairly easy to do, I think. Stagger the body, though. Or not stagger the body, break the body is what I'm trying to say. You broke the sod's leg. Sure did. Oh, we didn't even win that clash. Unfortunate. Should have gone for a smarter clash then, I suppose. Yeah, body is at 99 burn, though, so... Funny. And for the sake of the bit, hopefully we can do enough damage here. Putting on if I got a fourth dash flame or something, I guess that's fine. Let's corrode Rhyme Shank. Live a little, right? Some days you just gotta corrode Rhyme Shank. Some days you gotta guard in a thorn. No. That's not worth it, I don't think. ADD could actually be decent for Rupture if we were going for more Gloom stuff. We're not really. Okay, this is good enough. We'll do damage here. Yeah, that skill 2 does a lot of damage. Corrode Rhyme Shank means you got some sinking on you now, so we're going for so many status effects this run. We're focusing on, like, we got some poise stuff, we got some tremor stuff, we got some rupture stuff. We're just inflicting some sinking here for the fun of it. You get brought down to 1 HP with the pursuance, so that's cool. And so you'll have a little bit of self-charge, but not enough that it'll take more than like a single turn to finish you off, right? That's good enough for me. Cool. Ooh, and now now it's time. Do that too, might as well. I think this is too much, actually. I think you're still gonna die before we get to do much with Heathcliff. Yeah. I really wanted to get the funny Heathcliff off. But are you gonna... we might approach him and die instantly. Yeah. Darn. Should have defended with Ishmael instead of clashing. There we go, though. We got execution sentencing, quote-unquote, off in the end. Ishmael did the most. Cool. Yuzong actually did the least, huh? He's usually really good. I guess it's just because, we didn't get anything decent for poison until later on. Merso did more damage than Yuzong, which is really funny. How does something like that happen? It's probably because the extra unrelenting, or extra relentless, I mean to say. Unrelenting is something different entirely. But yeah, cool. Get my 9 boxes, take a look at my, stack of wealth. Excellent, excellent. We set for Honglu next week. Okay. Get a 1-star. Whoops, did not mean to hit that button. We get another 1-star, assumably. Another 1-star, assumably. Okay, but then we're gonna get a 3-star from the Ego banner. To really, throw a wrench into the plans. Or just another 1-star. Yeah, that's fine enough. 9 shards is 9 shards, right? But yeah, and Rodion moment. She was first. She did decently, I guess. I don't know. I think she's... I've always liked her to a degree. I don't think she's great. I don't particularly care for her, but I've always thought she was, like, decent, right? Not good. She's pretty bad, but... I like the gimmick of actually being like, yeah, skill 2, skill 3, skill 2, skill 3. Actively getting a benefit from saving your skill 3 until you get Fnatic. Even if it's only 15% more damage, but it's also a bunch more damage if you have a big N Corp team. But anyways... that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!